Good evening and welcome back to another episode of The Longing, where today we are once again going to be continuing to read Thus Spoke Zarathustra, Book 4. So, let's crack on. 3. In evening's limpid air, what time the dew's soothings unto the earth downpour, invisibly and unheard. For tender Shugi aware, the soothing dews, like all that's kind gentle. Bethinkest thou, then, bethinkest thou, burning heart, how once thou thirstedst for heaven's kindly teardrops and dews down droppings, all singed and weary thirstedst. What time on yellow grass pathways wicked, occidental sunny glances, through sombre trees about thee sported, blindingly sunny glow glances, gladly hurting. Of truth the wooer, thou, so taunted they, nay, merely poet, a brute insidious, plundering, grovelling, that I must lie, that wittingly, wilfully I must lie, for booty lusting, motley masked, self-hidden, shrouded, himself his booty, he of truth the wooer. Nay, mere fool, mere poet, just motley speaking, from mask of fool confusedly shouting, circumambling on fabricated word bridges, on motley rainbow arches, twixt the spurious heavenly and spurious earthly, round us roving, round us soaring, mere fool, mere poet. He of truth the wooer, not still, stiff, smooth and cold, become an image, a godlike statue, set up in front of temples, as a god's own door-guard, nay, hostile to all such truthfulness statues. In every desert, homelier than at temples, with cattish wantonness, through every window leaping, quickly into chances, every wild forest a-sniffing, greedily, longingly sniffing, that thou in wild forests, 'mong the motley, speckled fierce creatures, shouldest rove, sinful sound and fine-coloured, with longing lips smacking, blessedly mocking, blessedly hellish, blessedly bloodthirsty, robbing, skulking, lying, roving, or unto eagles like which fixedly long adown the precipice look, adown their precipice. Oh, how they whirl down now, thereunder, therein, to ever deeper profoundness whirling. Then, sudden, with aim aright, with quivering flight on lambkins pouncing, headlong down, sore hungry, for lambkins longing, fierce gainst all lamb spirits, furious fierce all that look sheep-like, or lamb-eyed, or crisp woolly, grey with lamb-sheep kindliness. Even thus eagle-like, panther-like, are the poet's desires, are thine own desires, 'neath 1,000 guises. Thou fool, thou poet, thou who all mankind viewest, so God as sheep, the God to rend within mankind, as the sheep in mankind and in rending laughing. That is thine own blessedness, of a panther and eagle blessedness, of a poet and fool the blessedness. In evening's limpid air, what time the moon's sickle, green, twixt the purple glowings, and jealous stealeth forth, of day the foe, with every step in secret, the rosy garland hammocks down sickling, till they've sunken, down nightwards faded, down sunken. Thus had I sunken one day, from mine own truth insanity, from mine own fervid day longings, of day aweary, sick of sunshine, sunk downwards, evenwards, shadowwards, by one sole trueness, all scorched and thirsty. Bethinkst thou still, bethinkst thou, burning heart, how then thou thirstedst, that's a difficult word, that I should banned be from all the trueness, mere fool, mere poet. Chapter 75. Science. Thus sang the magician, and all who were present went like birds unawares into the net of his artful and melancholy voluptuousness. Only the spiritually conscientious one had not been caught. He at once snatched the harp from the magician and called out, "Air! Let in good air! Let in Zarathustra! Thou makest this cave sultry and poisonous, thou bad old magician! Thou seducest, thou false one, thou subtle one, to unknown desires and deserts. Deserts. And alas, that such as thou should talk and make ado about the truth. Alas to all free spirits who are not on their guard against such magicians. It is all over with their freedom. Thou teachest and temptest back into prisons. Thou old melancholy devil, out of thy lament soundeth allurement. Thou resemblest those who with their praise of chastity secretly invite to voluptuousness. Thus spake the conscientious one. The old magician, however, looked about him, enjoying his triumph, and on that account put up with the annoyance which the conscientious one caused him. "Be still," said he with modest voice. "Good songs want to re-echo well. After good songs one should be long silent." Thus do all those present, the higher men. Thou, however, hast perhaps understood but little of my song. In thee there is little of the magic spirit. "Thou praisest me," replied the conscientious one, "in that thou separatest me from thyself. Very well. But ye others, what do I see? Ye still sit there, all of you, with lusting eyes. Ye free spirits, whither hath your freedom gone? Ye almost seem to me to resemble those who have long looked at bad girls dancing naked. Your souls themselves dance. In you, ye higher men, there must be more of that which the magician calleth his evil spirit of magic and deceit. We must indeed be different. And verily we spake and thought long enough together ere Zarathustra came home to his cave, for me not to be unaware that we are different. We seek different things, even here aloft, ye and I. For I seek more security. On that account have I come to Zarathustra, for he is still the most steadfast tower and will. Today, when everything tottereth, when all the earth quaketh. Ye, however, when I see what eyes ye make, it almost seemeth to me that ye seek more insecurity, more horror, more danger, more earthquake. Ye long, it almost seemeth to me, forgive my presumption, ye higher men, ye long for the worst and most dangerousest life, which frighteneth me most, for the life of wild beasts, for forests, caves, steep mountains, and labyrinthine gorges. And it is not those who lead out of danger that please you best, but those who lead you away from all paths, the misleaders. But if such longing in you be actual, it seemeth to me nevertheless to be impossible. For fear, that is man's original and fundamental feeling. Through fear everything is explained, original sin and original virtue. Through fear there grew also my virtue, that is to say, science. For fear of wild animals, that hath been longest fostered in man, inclusive of the animal which he concealeth and feareth in himself. Zarathustra calleth it the beast inside. Such prolonged ancient fear at last becomes subtle, spiritual, and intellectual. At present methinketh it is called science. Thus spake the conscientious one. But Zarathustra, who had just come back into his cave and had heard and divined the last discourse, threw a handful of roses to the conscientious one, and laughed on account of his truths. "Why," he exclaimed, "what did I hear just now? Verily it seemeth to me thou art a fool, or else I myself am one, and quietly and quickly will I put thy truth upside down. For fear is an exception with us. Courage, however, an adventure and delight in the uncertain, in the unattempted. Courage seemeth to me the entire primitive history of man. And with that, we come to the end of the episode. Voila. So what I will say is thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon or night. No matter what time of day it is, I hope you all have a wonderful one of it. And as always, we will be back tomorrow for more of The Longing. Goodbye.